Hello viewers, my name is Tuyo Gidinde. Today I'm going to be paying a tribute of a Hollywood iconic actor who died recently. This is the tribute of Kirk Douglas. Hollywood legend Kirk Douglas passed away on Wednesday the 5th of February. He was 103 years old. What made Douglas such an icon was that in the golden age of Hollywood, he didn't just do one type of genre movie like the Western or played one type of character like the hero. He's done it all. He's played heroic, anti-heroic, and villainous characters and did different kind of genres like the Westerns, the action adventures, the dramas, and the comedies. Today on this YouTube video, I'll be ranking the top 5 favorite Kirk Douglas's movies. During my childhood years and teenage years, I loved watching all the Kirk Douglas's movies. The first Kirk Douglas movie I saw as a child was the World War II action adventure movie, The Heroes of Telemark. Since then, I watched his other movies like the three Western movies, The Indian Fighter, Gunfighter OK Corral, and Last Train from Gun Hill. And then there's the dramatic movies like Lost for Life, where he plays Doom Painter Vincent Van Gogh. And then there's the Italian sword and sandal movie called Ulysses, which was very rare for Douglas because at that time the Italian sword and sandal movies and Italian Western movies had American lead actors who are not so well known in America, but were better well known in Europe. So right now, I'm going to start ranking my top 5 favorite Kirk Douglas's movies, beginning with number 5, 20,000 League Under the Sea. 20,000 League Under the Sea is a 1954 Walt Disney movie directed by Richard Fletcher. It is based on a book by Jules Verne. The story is about three survivors of a shipwreck who were rescued by Captain Nemo and his submarine. But later on in the film, three survivors discover that their savior is a sadistic villain who wants to take over the world. Kirk Douglas plays Ned Land, one of the three survivors of the shipwreck, and James Mason plays Captain Nemo. Now, the first time I saw this movie was in 1990 on British television in London, England. I love every minute of it. My favorite scene in that movie is seeing Kirk Douglas playing the guitar and singing Whales of the Tale. I thought that that was the only time I would see Kirk Douglas sing, but many decades later, he sings in the 1994 movie called Greedy. Now, for those of you who have not seen this brilliant Walt Disney movie, you should definitely check it out. It's very good. It's one of the best adaptation of the Jules Verne book, and Kirk Douglas is brilliant in it. Now, my fourth favorite Kirk Douglas movie is The Vikings. The Vikings is a 1958 action-adventure movie set in the Viking world. This is the second collaboration between Kirk Douglas and the director Richard Fletcher after their first collaboration on the movie 20,000 League Under the Sea. Kirk Douglas' co-stars in this movie are Ernest Borgnine, Tony Curtis, and Janet Leigh. The story is about a young Viking warrior, Einar, played by Douglas, who falls in love with a captive princess Morgana, played by Lee. But Einar's biggest rival and Morgana's true love is Eric, played by Tony Curtis. The two men fight for the affection of the princess, but the twist in this movie is that, well, for those of you who wants to watch this movie, I'm not going to give it away. I think it's better for you to watch it. It's a great action adventure movie. Kirk Douglas, Janet Leigh, Tony Curtis, and especially Ernest Borgnine gave such magnificent performances. Now, this is one of the movies that Kirk Douglas produced. It's I can't really remember if this was his first movie that Douglas made his first production company called Brenner. He named it after his mother, Brenner Dembski. Anyway, so please check out The Viking. It's currently playing on Amazon Prime, and it's a great movie. So please watch it. Now, the third of my favorite Kirk Douglas movie on the list is Paths of Glory. Paths of Glory is a 1957 anti-war movie directed by Stanley Kubrick. It is set during the World War One in France. It's a story of about three soldiers who are unfairly court-martialed for cowardice. Kirk Douglas played Colonel Dax, commanding officer slash lawyer who must defend these three men and prove to court that these men are not cowards. But he discovers too late that the court is just a farce and these men are not going to get a fair trial and they're going to be executed anyway. Now, this is a very brilliant movie. It's the first collaboration between Douglas and the director Kubrick. 3 years later, they will work together in the action epic movie Spartacus. So please check this movie out. It's a great movie. Douglas plays brilliantly in this movie as the commanding officer. So watch this movie. You will love it.